Here's why you play Minotaur, the son of Minos as a roamer. First off, he provides massive crowd control with his ability to knock enemies airborne and slow them, which makes him a powerful initiator in team fights. He also brings reliable healing and team sustain through his second skill, allowing allies to stay longer in fights. On top of that, Minotaur becomes an absolute teamfight menace when he enters his enraged state, greatly enhancing his skills and survivability. However, he has low mobility, which makes him struggle against ranged heroes. He also relies heavily on enraged state to maximize his effectiveness. Finally, he's weak against poke damage because enemies can chip his health from afar before he can engage. Minotaur's passive, Incarnate, allows him to reduce the enemy's hybrid defense each time he applies a crowd control effect on an enemy hero. On the other hand, while healing an ally with a skill increases their hybrid defense. These effects are doubled when he is in his enraged state, making him more threatening offensively and defensively during that period. Minotaur's first skill, the Spare Stomp, jumps to a target location, damaging enemies in the area, briefly knocking them airborne and slowing them. After landing, his basic attacks are imparted for a short time. When enraged, the Stomp covers a larger area and deals more damage based on his maximum HP. Minotaur's second skill, Motivation Roar, inspires himself and nearby allies, healing him and restoring some of his lost HP. When enraged, he gains a special regeneration effect that allows him to recover health equal to the damage he takes from enemy basic attacks for a short period, giving him great durability. Minotaur's ultimate, Minotaur Fury, enters enraged state and smashes the ground 3 times. The first 2 hits deal damage and slow enemies, while the final slam deals true damage and knocks enemies airborne. During this ultimate, Minotaur is immune to control effects, making him extremely difficult to stop once he starts. His enraged state also enhances his other abilities for its duration. A typical skill combo for Minotaur to start with his first skill to jump in and knock enemies airborne. Immediately follow up the ultimate to keep them locked down while entering enraged state, continue with enhanced basic attacks, and use the first skill again when available. Use the second skill to heal yourself and your teammates during or after the fight. Moving on to builds, I usually build Warrior Boots, Flask of the Oasis, Oracle, Dominance Eyes, Antique Cuirass, and finally Immortality. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best battle spell for Minotaur is Flicker, as it allows him to close the gaps or position for a perfect ultimate, as his Flicker plus ultimate is one of the strongest combos. Minotaur is very strong against combo-reliant fighters and assassins such as Paquito and Julian, as his crowd control can completely disrupt their skills. He is, however, countered by long-range marksmen like Layla and Nestle, who can safely poke him from a distance before he can jump in. Minotaur also works extremely well with burst damage marksmen like Granger and Melissa, since his CC gives them more chances to unleash their damage without being interrupted. You should upgrade the first skill at level 1, then prioritize upgrading your first skill while keeping the second skill as backup. Most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. And when playing Minotaur, your main role is to be the frontline engager and teamfight controller. Always keep track of your rage bar so you can time your enraged state for big fights. Try not to waste your ultimate outside of team fights, as it is your strongest tool to turn the tide. Use Flicker together with your ultimate to surprise enemies on secure multi-hero knockups. Stay close to your carries to provide healing for second skill when needed, but never forget that your priority is to disrupt enemies with your crowd control. Positioning is key. If you jump too early, you might waste your skills, but if you wait for the right moment, you can completely shut down the enemy team. Lastly, communicate with your teammates, because Minotaur is most effective when your allies are ready to follow up on your initiation.